Welcome. Howdy. So is the media in your country corrupt? Can you get true, unbiased news in your country? Let's take a look at the news media in Sweden. It's funny how it went all quiet there. We don't get a lot of news reports out of Sweden, not even from your own news networks. Why is that? Why has it gone all quiet? Now, I know for a fact, because I have some people living there, that something's happening every day that should be in the news, but it's not. There's a lot of suffering going on for the Swedish people and their everyday lives, and nobody is basically reporting on that. I guess they call it selective reporting. In the United States, the news networks, the main news networks, are a joke. At least most of them. I should think the only real true news networks is the weather networks, and then you can't really trust them either. They're probably about the most truthful. It seems to be all about pushing an agenda, and if the news makes that agenda look bad, they don't report it. For instance, CNN used to be a fairly trusted news network. I say fairly, but now it's known as the Clown Network. Now, you do expect news networks and TV and media to be slightly biased in places like North Korea, where they're pushing their propaganda. I'm not sure about China, but I suspect probably as well there too. And some other countries as well. But that you can kind of understand, because those countries are dictatorships. So what about the UK and the good old BBC? This is the BBC. A very trusted news network all around the world years ago. But it too has this selective news disease as well. It seems to be that gone are the days for just reporting the facts, whatever they are. It's like they put it through some kind of big machine that's a narrative machine, and it comes out a certain way in many, many countries of the world now. So they must all be controlled by something or someone to come out with the same sort of news all the time, for all of them to be the same narratives. So most of the news networks are being bought off, obviously, or being pressured somehow. Look at what's going on in France. There's an uprising there. Did anybody know? No, you wouldn't really know about it. It's still going on because you don't hear it in the news. Not anywhere do you hear it in the news. Why is that? How can they block it out like that? And why? Anybody heard any stories about Venezuela lately? I haven't. I haven't seen any in-depth report on it. A real one, that is. They say that if you control the media, you control the country. But it's something I think bigger than that, because they're all singing from the same hymn sheet, if you notice that. Anyway, I don't know what it's like in the country that you're in, but I know it's the country I'm in here, which is the UK, and I don't believe anything that's on the news anymore. In fact, I don't even watch it. I sometimes watch the Weather Channel. I remember when reporters used to have something called integrity and trust. When I watch the news, I don't want to be entertained. I want information. Information that's been checked to be true and is told straight without any slant on it. We think of those countries of the people like in, say, North Korea, and that, how sad we feel about the way they have to live and how they're being brainwashed all the time. And we have more in common with them than we like to think we have. And I've noticed that the channels on YouTube that used to give you straight news, these very small little channels, are now getting into the fake news themselves, because that would give them more clicks and more subscribers. You try searching for something in Google or something that just happened or something, and all of a sudden you can't find anything. Has anybody ever noticed that? I know. I'm supposed to get up, go to work all day, come home, have something to eat, go to bed, get up the next day, go to work, and I know, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm not supposed to think outside the box. But I have a brain, and I care. Nice talking to you again, guys. You take it easy now. You don't be a stranger, you hear?
What do you want? Information. Whose side are you on? That would be telling. We want information. Information. You won't get it